Hey, Northside Church family, it's Tree here. Listen, I am here with my sister-in-law, Penny Akers. Her church is also doing Operation Christmas Child, and she was showing me this wonderful idea for what they're doing with their shoe boxes. And so, Penny, show us this wonderful idea.
Okay, so we're making jump ropes out of old t-shirts. First thing you do, step one, is you cut the hem off, and then I cut my hem in two pieces because I'm going to use it later. The second thing is I start cutting the shirt up, and it's a circular cut. So I've already cut one strip off, and they're about 2-inch strips, maybe a little bigger than that. If the shirt is thin, you might want to make it what you're cutting a little thicker. And if it's a thick, you can make it a little thinner. So right here is a funky part. For step 2, you have to kind of angle it up this way and then pick up your shirt and continue cutting. Now, you're going to cut past this little spot right here, the corner of the shirt, cut that off and have you a little garbage can for stuff like that. So when you keep cutting in that circular spiral pattern, you'll end up with a belly shirt, and you can give it to your brother-in-law to wear.
Yeah, we're not doing that.
So, but what you'll end up with on step 3 is just this long line of t-shirt, and then you're going to have a little writing on it, or maybe you won't with your used t-shirts, but a lot of mine do. And you want to stretch that out. When it stretches out, it turns in on itself so that you can't see the writing. You stretch it out the entire length. I'm not going to take time to do that right now. I'll do that when you're gone, John. Tree. And step 4, where have I got 4? So on step 4, you end up with these, what I'm going to call, for lack of a better term, t-shirt yarn balls. And that's what you use to braid your jump rope. And then you select 3 colors that you like. So I'm planning on making a jump rope for an older boy. And so I've selected red and black and gray. Now, you've got to have handles on your jump rope. So you're going to just put those 3 yarns together, tie you a knot for a handle, and there you go. Now I'm going to measure 3 yards if I'm making it for a younger boy, 4 yards, maybe 4 yards plus if I'm making it for an older boy. And so I measure 2 ways. One, if I can't find my yardstick, I just do this, and that's my yard. But today I have my yardstick with me, a handy dandy yardstick. And I'm going to stretch it out 1. And there's my about 2 and 3. And I'm making it for an older boy, so I'm going to go maybe 4.5 yards. 4. Oh, I'm just going 4 yards. That's where they all ended. Okay, that's cool. Now, sometimes you'll end up with a skein of yarn that you've cut out of a larger shirt, so you'll end up having to cut the end, but these all were similar in sizes. And so then I'm ready to start on step number 5, which is I just put them over my china cabinet and I leave them there until I'm ready to braid them. Now I'm ready to braid. And I started braiding, this is step 6. I just close the door, I make my knot, and then I braid a little bit, make sure I close the door over it, and then I start braiding. Okay? The hardest part is you have all this excess when you very first start braiding, so you want to make sure that you pull that out so that it doesn't get too tangled. Braid a little while. When you get tired of braiding, I don't know, go wash dishes or something. All right, so now we're on step 7. For step 7, You really need tags that you've made, because some of the kids that are going to open these may have jumped rope before and they know what a jump rope looks like. Some of them may not. And so you make tags that have pictures of kids jumping rope. And I just went to the internet, and at the top, so that, you know, if you're sharing these with other church members, then you want to say at the top what age level this is for, and if it's for a boy or a girl. So I've got some pictures of some boys, and I go ahead, there's a picture of a girl, and that's ages, what, 5 to 9? Yeah, so those are the jump ropes that are about 3 feet long before you start braiding. Then I hole punch these after I've put them on my cardstock, and fold my jump rope up. And this is the hem of the t-shirt. So remember I said that you might use that again. I use the hem of the t-shirt to tie it up. And then for my hole that I've poked in, my tag, I tie a little knot, and it's good to go. And then I take it over here to my pile. This is step 8.
We're on a trip. Here we go.
Okay, and this is boys 10 to 14, so I put it right here where I've got my stack of 10 to 14. Then in my box, I happen to be making a Christmas child box for a girl age 10 to 14, and here's a jump rope for a 10 to 14. And you fold it so that it will go in the box, you know. And then just put it in, and it's good to go.
So knowing that some of you all are actually like collecting things for Operation Christmas Child, maybe you're not doing shoe boxes but collecting items, this may be an awesome thing to do, these wonderful little jump ropes to add in. Hopefully this video has been helpful. Penny, thank you so much. Appreciate it. There you go.